Hello, hello, hello. Hope you're doing well. Oh, goodness. So, we're still deep in the pandemic and stay at home orders. My family and I moved. I can tell you something. Moving with ALS is a totally different experience. I found that sitting down and packing was about what I could do. Between, trying to do too much and having my gait get worse. Thank goodness I have a walker and had ordered it, Amazon delivered it. Um, so I tried as hard as I could, and now my hands are really sore. And somewhere, somehow, I packed my makeup. So I'm hoping Amazon Prime can bring me colors that match just a little bit for a couple Zoom meetings I have. Um, so we're in a beautiful one-story house now. Those stairs just got to be too much. It took one near fall on one of the first landings that scared the crap out of me. I didn't want to go that way or be paralyzed sooner than necessary. But it's just neat. Beautiful house, uh, when we bought it, it was painted inside a really hideous color of brown. And got painters, it was empty at the time. So trying to do this all while under social distancing is quite interesting. It really is. So thankfully, my husband was able to get painters, and the house has been painted. One of the, what is that? The Magnolia company, those little people, Joanne and Chip. Yeah, so really pretty colors. I found it has tile floors, so I found a color that actually matches one of the colors in the floors. So I'm just ecstatic about that. So moving, thankful for the movers. All these little essential people you never think about: movers, painters, lawn people, pest control people. Right now we're having our house pest protected. So they're covering little eaves and stuff like that so we don't get mice or possums or squirrels. The joys of living in Texas. So, symptom-wise, I am with my ALS. So what am I? So I got diagnosed in August. We're still in, so what is it, 8 months in, just about. I'm definitely losing weight. You can see in my left leg, I know that's where my symptoms began, but there is, some outer vision or you can see that some areas are smaller for the atrophied, where the areas that are denerved. There is hope, though. They're going into phase 2 for one of the drug trials for a medication that may help my particular gene type of ALS. So once we get all snaggled through the move and social distancing and the pandemic with the COVID releases, maybe things can start happening. I don't know. I think it is something when I know for myself, I've always been, I can do it. I will do it. I can achieve. And had a lot of a person with perpetual motion. So this disease has been a little bit more difficult for me. I want to do more than I can. It's kind of very humbling knowing that, I shouldn't be driving when I have my very weak moments. I don't want to hurt somebody. So my doctor said no. My husband was exposed to COVID-19 and was on quarantine and did not get it, thank God. Good things about hand washing. Hand washing and social distancing will help. So that was a scare in the middle of a move. Actually, he was off quarantine when we actually had the move happen. You know, no, I have a terminal disease, and I really don't want anyone else getting an infectious terminal disease because of my account. So it's just an interesting world. Yep. Uh, hoping, you think about it. Even going grocery shopping is expensive. Getting the deliveries are expensive. Product stuff is just, God help everybody going through this. I mean, it's kind of scary when you think about people's jobs. Hopefully things get better. I mean, we all have our moments of realization, you know, going through the process of going on to disability, and having my daughter's wedding right at that point. Thankfully I had the insurances, but that really does make you realize what's important. It's not all the little niceties, all the frivolous things. Really what matters is people. Really what matters is, things like food, shelter, being with people. I mean, people keep going on with, oh my goodness, how are you handling this isolation? How are you doing this? I don't know that it's been nice for me because, I have concerns. I have to have someone take me to go see music I like now. I can't be as independent, but I'm seeing all these artists, doing live events on Instagram or Facebook. And that's kind of neat. You can support them by, giving them the cost of a ticket. But it kind of, in some ways the world is connected. And, I get to enjoy seeing things that I may miss later as I become more infirm from this. So I'm excited. My next, my husband's a big Star Wars fan, so May 4th is his Holy Grail. Unfortunately, because of his quarantine status at a period of time, I wasn't able to do my second appointment. So hopefully we'll go and get the chair ordered. Medicare covers 80%. I'm just, with a move and everything like that, it's like, oh Lord, ALS is an expensive disease. But we're doing good. My daughter Emma's room, the magnolia paints, there's a color called Emmy's room. It actually matches the bedsheet set that she had asked for, and a wall art. Yes, 7-year-olds need wall art, according to Emma. But it actually matches it. So it's called Emmy's room, and that's really, really cute. It's my nickname for her. So that's just that. There's a U-Haul truck that needs to be unpacked. I can't do it. I can unpack my silverware probably. I have to. My fatigue has been getting me hard. It's like, if I would only take my own advice, not to worry too much, but. You get movers, you worry about this, you worry about that, you worry about, don't do this. I probably should have worried more about, where did my makeup go? And of course, all the stores are closed, so I get to be au naturel. Thank God I had my cream. But, so life is going well here. I mean, a little bit of excitement, a new house. Hopefully I can get it set up for Emma and my husband. And so I can look at it if I get bedbound. I'm not claiming that though, Unfortunately, usually the members of my family tend to go right before they get really bad. So my goal is to get things happy, have a good home, and create good memories. So that's what that is. I mean, I haven't been really, with the move, the internet got set up, so I have to set up I started my computer. Now I need to figure out how to put all the codes in to get my daughter back into school online. The joy, I'll be happy when the truck is unpacked. I'll be glad when this pandemic is over. And everything is going to be okay, guys. You know, it just takes time. If you have ALS, know that there's going to be hard times. It does get better. There'll be good times. And always look for the silver lining in each day, okay? It sounds so trite, doesn't it? But it's true. I mean, find something to be happy about, you know? It's your choice inside you whether you're going to be miserable or happy. You know, figure out which one you want to be. It can be different days. You're going to be miserable one day, happy the other day. But it's truly the choice of being happy or being sad or being stressed. A lot of that lies inside of us. So make your choice. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Yes, I'm alive. Tired, but everything's okay. Take care, my friends. Bye. Oh, before we go, I just thought about it. If you wonder why did we move in the middle of a pandemic? Number one, leases are up, home purchase, and the safety issue with me. But the Friday, we were thinking about doing it, you know, maybe extending a month and going very slow. But the Friday before the actual move happened the next week, my husband was on quarantine, and Friday night, just getting things packed, getting things ready. Things were winding down at the house. I heard two men arguing in our townhome community, you know, screaming. You know, of course, me, I'm just thinking, well, maybe the neighbor got drunk again. Not hillbillies, just that, you know, he had come to me apologizing if I had heard him the night before, you know, many months ago. It's like, no, I didn't hear you. But so my husband heard someone scream, you better get to the hospital, and heard gunfire. Looked at my phone, 12:15, called 911. Police arrived, and apparently you're supposed to have them call you, not go out and talk to them. I'm sorry, I'm not afraid of thugs. You know, just go ahead, shoot me. I'm a marked woman already. Ha ha ha. You know. Anyways, talked to the officer. One of my neighbor's boyfriends, I'm assuming, was backing out, and he went to talk to him, and kid got arrested. Lovely. So I can't remember what code the cop said. It was 4 something. He looked nervous. He called for backup. The young man that was being arrested looked nervous. So me and my ALS self, you know, I can front real good. So I stood tall. You know, I just, you know, for the officer and for the kid, a nervous police officer is a dangerous thing, and a possible fugitive is a dangerous thing. So I just stood there until standing tall and proud until another unit arrived, and I left. Officer actually got my driver's license and said thank you. And as we were moving out, I got outside and I saw, I guess that neighbor had been released. He was in for about, a week and a half. And they smiled at me. So I was like, isn't that the strangest thing? I mean, here I'm thinking, great, everyone knows I called 911. My daughter was afraid of the bad fireworks. You know, it's sad. There were about 2 other people in my little community in the townhomes where we lived that moved over this weekend. So something's going. So besides the fact of I wasn't going to pay month to month, you know, dude, I'm on Social Security. So we are happily in our nice new home. Well, new to us home. All right, you guys have a great one. And don't forget to like and subscribe and to have a good day. All right, bye.